Hi, I'm Beverly Welch, here at the Arbor Gate in Tomball, Texas with my good friend Linda Gay.
Hi.
We're here to talk to you today about pruning, the whys, the whens, and the wheres. Why do we prune?
Well, we prune for several reasons. We prune to remove dead wood.
Yes.
We prune for crossing branches that are rubbing against each other. We prune for branches that are growing into the tree or out of the tree. Basically, we want to have a beautiful structure.
Perfect. Now, it's very important to use the proper tools, correct?
The right tool for the right job.
So, these are loppers.
They are
loppers. These are for our bigger, thicker stems.
Like 1 inch.
Right.
½ inch to 1 inch.
What we always need to remember is that you want a pair of clippers that have what's called a bypass.
Yes.
So you want the two blades to actually cross each other, as opposed to an anvil type pruner, which the blades would meet and it would crush the stem.
Don't you have a pair?
I do.
Let's show them what not to buy.
What not to buy
What
is
not
this
to buy.
right here. This is your anvil type pruner. So it's going to, the blades are going to mash and actually crush the stem. We're going to stick with our bypass where the blades actually cross over.
That's great.
Now, you've got a special tool you like for a larger pruning job, I believe.
I have 2 special tools, yes. That's my ultimate one.
Okay.
Ladies, power tools are not for boys anymore. You can have corded ones or cordless ones, and this is for cutting like 1.5 to 2 inch, but under that, the folding pruning saw. No gardener should never ever be without a folding pruning saw.
Perfect. Okay, Linda, I've got these suckers coming up on this gorgeous trunk, and this branch is hanging over my walkway. How are we going to tackle this?
Very easily.
Great.
Okay, so we're going to remove these suckers, and the reason we want to remove the suckers is because they take away from the beautiful base of the tree. So most people, when they cut the suckers, they're just going to go in here and cut, cut. Well, think that's a good prune job, but that's a hack job, really. That needs to be redone. Leaving this little stalk is going to re-sprout. So basically, with my trusty little folding pruning saw, we're going to make this cut really fast. Look at that. Look how fast that is. You see, we got a little collar here. We don't want to cut into the trunk. It would be like taking a gouge out of the leg. And so basically, and when little ones, you can just use your saw alone. Now, maybe even trying to clean this up a little bit. It's like a surgeon. You're a doctor, you're an investigator. Being a gardener, you have to have many skills. Okay, see how nice and clean that is?
Okay, Linda, now I've got this branch that's hanging over my walkway. Can I cut it right here?
Yes, you could, but there's a better choice, but go ahead and cut it anyway. Ah, she needs a bigger tool.
I need a bigger tool.
Ah, very good. How do you know when you go from the pruners to the pruning saw or to the loppers? When you can't cut it with one hand. Okay, so that's a cut, but we're gonna have to cut it again. So we need to take it back more.
Okay.
And so we actually have a branch that actually could be dominant that won't look like a stop if we take this one off. So again, this is gonna be too small for too big of a job for my hand pruners.
All right.
So I'm gonna use your loppers here, and I'm gonna go in here, and I like flipping them upside down because I can get closer. So do we like that? I mean, does that look?
Well, actually that makes perfect sense because I'm not cutting it again as soon. I'm opening up the branch,
right,
and I'm making it look like a more natural cut.
Correct.
That I haven't purposely shaped this tree.
Because you have branches up here that kind of shade or take away from that hard cut. Now, ideally, if you didn't have all these branches, you'd want to bring it all the way back to the trunk and remove the whole branch.
Perfect. Well, thanks, Linda, for this great lesson on pruning. Getting this holly tree in shape, what proper tools to use, all great information.
I love pruning, Beverly, and you got some more work to do, so let's go do some more pruning.